You've seen it before. The excitement of earning points, the rush to redeem them, and then pin drop silence. The engagement drops, the advocates drift. What really went wrong? Today, we are going to walk through the anatomy of a points program done right and where most of us stumble. I am Aparna, your host to the Loyalty Talks podcast. In nearly 2 decades of my journey in understanding customer marketing, I'm the strategist who saw advocacy not as a tactic but as a torch, loyalty as legacy, and customer voices as the loudest currency your brand will ever own. I've built programs that turn users into superfans, reviews into revenue, and just checking in emails into career-defining magic. I speak fluent G2, NPS whispers, referral triggers, and every version of can you share a customer for this slide. If you are in customer marketing or itching to break in, you've just found your people. So whether you're nurturing your first advocate or leading a global reference program, join me and my expert guests as we turn your marketing muscle into movement. No gatekeeping, no fancy jargon, just blueprints, battle scars, and breakthroughs. Let's build the kind of career they said was too niche until it wasn't. Pull up a seat. This is the Loyalty Talks podcast. I'm taking you behind the curtain into the mind of a program manager, the kind who's slightly obsessed with spreadsheets, ROI, and the psychology of let's just add one more point. Let's imagine I'm building a new B2B advocacy program for a SaaS-based company. Well, let's call the company Figo Stop. That's what I yell when my dog tries to chase cyclists. Anyway, back to business. The mission? Well, to recognize and reward customers who champion our product while driving real business impact. Here's how I would build it. Step 1. Set a simple, honest currency. Every great program starts with a clear point to dollar conversion. Let's anchor 100 points equal to $10 perceived value. So 1 point is equal to 10 cents in the advocate's mind. But here's the reality check. The company's actual cost per point might only be 4 cents. Why? Well, because most programs don't buy rewards at full price. They partner with gift card providers or merchandise vendors who sell at bulk or negotiated rates, often 40 to 60% cheaper. So when an advocate redeems 250 points for what feels like a $25 gift card, the company may only spend about 10. That's the difference. The gap between perceived value and actual cost is where your ROI begins. Step 2. Map points to real impact. Here's where the art meets the math. Each action an advocate takes should reflect its strategic value to your business. For instance, social share with approved messaging goes for 20 points. Forum post that helps others for 30 points. Written testimonial 200 points. Referral that converts 2,500 points. Beta participation 500 points. And speaking at one of your events 1,200 points. Do you notice the pattern I'm creating? Low effort, quick actions earn small wins. High impact activities that move the business needle earn the big bucks. Or in this case, big points. Well, there's also a gentle PSA. Those Halloween quizzes and the Christmas puzzles we all once built that weren't attached to anything product related? Well, let's retire them. You're not running a spelling bee or spot volley program. You're running a growth engine. Step 3. Give advocates real choice in redemption. Most point systems crash and burn because they are one-dimensional. To be honest, gift cards and swag, rinse and repeat, well, it's all passé. But the best programs give their audience a choice. So at Figo Stop, I would go ahead and offer 3 redemption tracks: gifting and perks, which includes e-gift cards, swag boxes, or even charity donations. Then, the second would be personal growth, certifications, training vouchers, maybe even conference passes. The third could be professional recognition, like use your points to secure a lunch and learn session spot, or join a beta group using your points. Or let's just say, skip the waitlist for entering an advisory board. Use your points. When advocates choose how to redeem, they're not just earning, they are curating their own journey. Now that brings us to step 4. Teach advocates how the system works. Explain it simply, transparently, and really early in the process. Start by letting them know you earn points by completing key activities, you redeem them for experiences or gifts that help you grow. You can even transfer points to teammates once a year, and this is important, okay? But points expire after 12 months. Now, you may be wondering why expire points. Well, because urgency drives action. If points live forever, they become digital dust. You also may be wondering, I didn't explain transferring points. Well, advocacy often happens in teams, not silos. Allowing advocates to share points creates internal champions within customer accounts. So while you're ensuring that you're introducing your advocates to this brand new program, make the point math clear. 1 point is equal to X amount. It expires, you can redeem them, you can do this, you can do that. That transparency builds trust, and trust definitely fuels engagement. Step 5. Now, this is something most of us might have encountered at least once in our life: when points go wrong. Let's be real, points do backfire. So now you wonder, when do these points fail? Well, number 1, when they lack clarity. So if advocates don't know what points are worth, they disengage. Second, when they are only transactional. Gift cards alone don't build loyalty. I'll repeat that. Gift cards alone don't build loyalty. Okay. Third, when the rules change mid game. So if you devalue points or make redemptions really hard, trust evaporates. I've actually seen advocates walk away entirely because their points suddenly felt like monopoly money. Once trust is gone, no amount of hoodies can win it back. So, grace in gamification is all about balance. You design a system that's clear, flexible, and aligned with advocate motivations. You give choice, gifts, growth, recognition. It's nice to make points valuable, but not limitless. So let them know they expire, they can be transferred, and they fuel meaningful activities. Number 6, tie it all back to your ROI. So if an advocate redeems a $300 perceived value gift card, which actually costed you just 120, but their referral closed a $50,000 deal, well, that's not an expense. That's a growth multiplier. So remember the core formula. Perceived value of points is equal to tangible reward plus emotional value minus the friction to redeem. I'll repeat this again. Perceived value of points is equal to tangible reward plus emotional value minus the friction to redeem. As you build or refresh your advocacy program, remember this one thing: points aren't the goal, they are just the bridge. A bridge to advocacy, to recognition, and to stronger relationships with your customers. Ask yourself, does my program give advocates choice? Does it align cost with impact? Does it create urgency without eroding trust? If the answer is yes, then you're not just gamifying, my friend. You are gamifying with grace. That's today's pour on the Loyalty Talks podcast. If you're building or refreshing your own advocacy program, let's connect on Instagram or LinkedIn. I'll help you design a point system that works for your advocates and your CFO. Until next time, keep brewing advocacy with strategy, creativity, and just a touch of grace.
If you found today's tea piping hot, don't forget to stir the pot. Share it, rate it, and bring a friend to the table. Until next time, keep turning loyalty into leverage with me, Aparna, and the Loyalty Talks podcast.